This story is about the Maharaja of Pratibandhpuram. His name was Jung Jung Bahadur, but he was known by the name Tiger King. When the Tiger King was born, then his father called the famous astrologers of the kingdom in order to know that how the child's future will be. The astrologer spoke out that the child born under this star would one day have to meet its death. At that moment, a great miracle took place. The child, who was only 10 days old, began to speak. He told the astrologers that people are born, have to die one day. Then he asked the astrologers to predict the manner of his death. The chief astrologer was wonderstruck to hear the infant speaking. Then he said that the child would be killed by a tiger. At this, the infant let out a terrifying growl and said, "Let tigers beware." With the passage of time, the crown prince Jung Jung Bahadur grew up to be a strong young man. When he was 20 years old, he became the king. But everyone in the kingdom remembered the astrologer's prediction. Gradually, it reached the Maharaja's ears also. There were innumerable tigers in Pratibandhpuram. So he decided to kill all of them so that his own life could be safe. When he killed the first tiger, he was very excited. He called the state astrologer and showed him the dead tiger. The astrologer told the king that he might kill 99 tigers in the same manner, but he must be very careful with the 100th tiger. And if the king was able to kill it, he would be safe from tigers. From that day, the king banned tiger hunting in the state except by the Maharaja. The king took a vow that he would attend to the other matters of state only after killing the 100th tiger. Sometimes the king faced dangers while hunting the tigers, but every time he was able to kill the tiger. Once there was a crisis and the Maharaja was in danger of losing his throne. A high ranking British officer visited Pratibandhpuram. He was very fond of hunting tigers. More than killing a tiger, he liked to be photographed with the tiger whom he had killed. But the Maharaja refused to grant him permission. Then the British officer said that he only wanted to be photographed with the dead tiger. But the king did not agree even to the proposal because he had prevented a British officer from fulfilling his desire. The Maharaja was in danger of losing his throne. The king thought of a plan. He got 50 diamond rings from a British jeweler in Calcutta. He sent these to the British officer's wife. He expected that she would select one or two rings and return the rest. But she kept all of them. But the crisis to his throne was averted. The king continued hunting the tigers. Within 10 years, he killed 70 tigers. The tiger's population in his state became extinct. In order to solve this problem, the Maharaja married a girl from a royal family in whose kingdom there was a large tiger's population. Each time he visited the kingdom of his father in law, he killed 5 or 6 tigers. He killed 29 more tigers, making the total number of tigers killed by him to be 99. Now only one more tiger remained to be killed to achieve a tally of 100. But now no tiger was left even in his father in law's kingdom. But soon there came a happy news. In his own state, the sheep began to disappear frequently from a hillside village. It meant that there was a tiger which was eating up the sheep. The Maharaja became happy on hearing this news. The Maharaja went to the forest and set up his camp there, but no tiger was seen. The king became annoyed. He called the Diwan and spoke to him angrily. The Diwan knew that if the king did not find the tiger, he would lose his job. The Diwan had an old and pet tiger hidden in his house. At midnight, he and his wife put the tiger in a car and took him into the jungle where the king was camping. There, they pushed him out of the car and came away. The next day, the Maharaja saw that tiger and shot at him. The tiger collapsed. The king was very happy. He ordered that the dead tiger should be taken to the kingdom in a procession. Then he went away in his car. After the Maharaja had gone, the hunters accompanying him went near the tiger. They found that the tiger was not dead. The bullet had missed him. The tiger had fainted from the shock, but they dared not tell this secret to the king. One of the hunters shot at the tiger and killed him. The tiger was carried in a grand procession. He was buried